I'm currently spending 10 days in Belize, starting off in San Ignacio, where I explored caves, Mayan ruins, explored the culture, but now I'm on my way to the islands of Belize, where I'll be spending the few nights on an island called Caye Caulker, and finally taking a 3-day, 2-night boat tour down the barrier reef, camping on islands on the way down. This is Belize, episode 2, The Islands. Caye Caulker is a small island off the coast of Belize that has been growing in popularity over the last few years. Okay, I have made it to Caye Caulker. Just took the water taxi, that one. Took about an hour, but I'm here. It was only about a 10-minute walk from the ferry to the Traveler's Palm hostel. After settling into the hostel, I went out and explored the island. Now the island's motto is go slow, and that's exactly what I intended to do for the first few days. Turn your magic on, to me she'd say, everything you want is a dream away. We are legends, oh, every day. What she told them. Turn your magic on, to me she'd say, everything you want is a dream away, under this pressure. Now the Traveler's Palm hostel has an upstairs area with hammocks and places to hang out, so I went back to see if there was anyone there. I love hostels because it's so easy to meet new people. Everyone's in a good mood, everyone's on vacation, and more times than not, the people you meet are also looking to try to do things that you're also trying to do. So after talking to a few people, it turns out the two hosts of the hostel, Pops and Sophie, actually take people out on a snorkeling trip, and there were a handful of people already planning to do that the next morning, so I decided to join them.
Like this?
Yes, sir. Shake it up a little bit.
Oh, well, I am more than a name. Rest your eyes and stay in the shade. You are hiding over the hill, in a quiet, never so still. From Hawaii to the city lights, somebody told me to believe line ends out on the road. There's a story meant to be told, but the door is shut in the cold. From Hawaii to the city lights, somebody told me to believe in better times. From Hawaii to the city lights, somebody told me to believe, to believe, to
After we got back, we went back to the hostel, took a shower, cleaned up, relaxed on the top roof on the hammocks, and a couple of us went out looking for lobsters because the lobster season just started. And there are so many places selling lobsters, so you might be overwhelmed with your choices, but I highly recommend Steve's Grill. After dinner, we decided to go to one of the only bars on the island called Sports Bar. After a few minutes, we decided just to go back to the hostel. Unfortunately, my time on the island of Caye Caulker is coming to an end. I absolutely love this island and highly recommend it. Some of the best snorkeling I've ever experienced in my whole life. I love the whole vibe of the island, it's so relaxed. It felt like a true vacation. But the next morning I have to leave for my 3-day, 2-night boat tour, and I'm really excited for it.
And it went like...
We left directly from Caye Caulker, heading south, following the Belize barrier reef.
Second biggest in the world. It's Australia, right?
The guides were amazing and always trying so hard, always giving us little bits of information as we were going, and making sure we're having a good time.
Yeah, man. The winner right there. Yes, sir. Does the same thing as anybody else. It's mermaid. Great job.
Okay, this is the island we're gonna sleep on tonight.
It's home for tonight.
It's home.
fish.
This is the barracuda and the mackerel from today, okay,
so
guys?
tomorrow I'm gonna cook the rest because I want you guys to try the difference. I don't want to mess it up the taste, right? So there's half mackerel, half the barracuda. So this is a coconut curry. I did, right? Yes, this one. And then I have here a lobster each, guys. I have a little lobster here for each one of you guys. First is ladies. This is how we do it here in Raggamuffin. First ladies, then gentlemen, right?
You don't have to say much.
And then here's some rice.
Enjoy, guys.
Enjoy rice.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
much.
Yeah, you can try and stuff, you know.
Thank you to all the fishermen and lobsters.
Thank you all, yes.
So that night, some tropical storms rolled through, which made it pretty hard to sleep. I got quite a bit of water and sand in my tent and ended up giving up on my tent and just going to sleep where we had dinner. I slept on top of this wooden canopy thing until the morning. The second day continued on like the first day, sailing down the barrier reef, snorkeling, catching fish and lobsters.
My baby, my Valentine. Can I hit the Mickey with temperature days? If you leave me a good time, I swear. You are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest. I'm loving the thought of me. I am so obsessed. I want to chop your heart.
Halfway through the day, we stopped off at Tobacco Key, where we stocked up on supplies, had a drink or two at the local bar before heading to our final island.
Get a nice
Where you from, come? But then I follow, come. Without you, I could give up my life. Without you,
you guys are about
4 hours and now it's
I'm alone, one thing. We make a bad man sing.
Alright, on behalf of Raggamuffin, I will do it, right? But on behalf, I shouldn't do it. Wow, I can't remember.
I love you, no one above you. It is love to nobody. Call another nigga honey.
So when we got to Ragga Key, our crew members were told by the caretakers of the island that there was no power on the island, and there was a lot of damage. The dorm rooms, the buildings we were supposed to sleep in, and so our crew members were a little stressed. But they have these 3 private rooms you could rent for an additional $100, and they decided to split the group up in thirds and just have us sleep in those 3 buildings instead of the dorms because the boardwalk to the dorm was completely gone. So we ended up having dinner on the boat because that was where the only light is, but it was no issue at all. We had a great time. The food was amazing. Just a little bit of rum and punch fixes everything. And we had a great time laughing. The crew members did a great job considering how stressed they were. They filled up these jugs of water in case we wanted to take a shower. This is our bungalow. No electricity.
Turn on. On cue.
Let's see what happens.
On cue, right?
Yeah.
Here we go.
So overall, it ended up being a great time anyway. Good morning from Ragga Key. This is where we slept last night. This is what we woke up to. There it is. morning they brought out some fruit and coffee for breakfast before heading back out to do some more snorkeling.
Okay, I hope you guys really enjoyed what we did and you guys had the Raggamuffin experience.
Yes. You guys are great.
Yeah, man, thank you very much. Yeah, man. I hope you really guys enjoyed everything what we did and said. Yeah, man. Big round of applause for Captain Mike. There he is. Javier cooking for this past 3 days. You know, yeah, guys, I hope you guys really enjoyed and you guys had the idea of what Raggamuffin tour is, the 3-day sailing tour, you know, overnight sailing tour. I hope you guys spread the word around. You guys could tell your friends, your neighbors, even if you don't like them, you could still tell them about it.
Okay, but let me tell you.
This Raggamuffin tour was by far the best part of the whole trip. The crew was absolutely amazing, and I genuinely will remember this trip and the people I met for the rest of my life. So when the tour was over around 3 o'clock, a speedboat showed up and took us from Raggamuffin to Dangringa. Okay, it is the morning after the Raggamuffin tours. I am in Dangringa. I got picked up by my Airbnb host. Will and his wife are amazing. I was a little worried about this place because on Airbnb, this was like the only option that had any reviews. And it only had 3 reviews, but they were all 5 stars. And although it's not technically in Dangringa, I didn't know that until I booked it. But Will was willing to pick me up from the port where the Raggamuffin tours dropped me off. So he picked me up, brought me here. Got my own room, got a king-size bed, got a really good night's sleep. And this place is beautiful. It's right outside the town. That's one of the kind of the weird things about the Raggamuffin tours is that it ends in this town. There's not really much here. So you need to like organize your transportation once they drop you off. So, but I love this place. It was really good. They made me dinner. When I got here, I had breakfast provided in the morning. They're expanding. They're building 4 new little buildings over here and a pool. I don't know if you could see that over there. I slept in that yellow one. King-size bed all to myself. Air conditioning, it was wonderful. But today I'm going to be going to, Will's going to take me to the airport where I'm going to fly to Belize City and then have a layover there, and then I'll fly to Caye Caulker in a tiny little plane where I'll be spending one more night in Caye Caulker, get some more lobsters and just hang out. So that's the plan. My last day in Belize was mostly focused on just relaxing and eating good food. So unfortunately, this is my last day. I'm actually heading to the airport right now. I'm really sad to leave. Belize was way better than I was expecting. But yeah, I'm almost at the airport, so I'm heading home. Again, amazing time here in Belize. I'll miss it, and I'm sure I'll be back, bring a bunch of friends, family. But until then, see you later.